Hey, what's up YouTube? Alec here. This is gonna be my first vlog post. Um, just something I've been thinking about doing for a while, watching a lot of YouTubers, and something to change up the routine. I think I'm having a difficult time transitioning to a work life, and it's just, something to be able to vent frustrations or just talk to you guys, be able to tell my friends what's going on that aren't in Boston with me, show my family what I'm doing, because as much as I talk to them, sometimes I don't talk to them. So it'd be nice to be able to check in with me, on a daily basis. Maybe not daily basis. This might be a little more difficult endeavor than I thought, but just trying to put myself out there for the community. Really try new things. Always been a creative guy, and going to college, going to a business school, getting my degree, starting work, my creativity's kind of been drained. So I would like to start making YouTube videos, um, start making game captures, Halo, Destiny, any games that I might play on Xbox One. Just put me out there to the world, to YouTube. Alright, so I'm going to start off with what I've been doing since I started working, or when I started working. I started working in June of this year at an accounting firm in the Seaport District of Boston. Dale's out there. But I've been working for almost 5 months now. It'll be 5 months, November 1st. Just starting work there, it was very difficult. I started off working very heavy hours, about 60 hours a week for the whole month of June. And it was a wake-up call. It was, my grad year of school was a little easier. Had light classes, was able to watch them all online and not really show up to class, and, just be able to do the work and kind of skate by. And I think going to work, working 60-hour weeks, really having to think a lot about what I'm doing, balancing sleep and work, and getting groceries, making meals every day, which I kept up with for the most part. For the month of June, July and August were a little lighter. I was able to go home a few times, see my friends, see one of my friends, Andrew Ellis. He went off to the Peace Corps in August, and it was nice to see him, see a lot of my friends that I haven't seen for a couple months, and really get to catch up. And I think that was great after a couple months of work. Just really wind down, see my friends, see my family, and then got back to work. The end of August, towards like September 15th deadline of work, was more 60 hours, 70, close to 70 a couple weeks, and just did not get a lot of sleep. I still don't get a lot of sleep. But I think that deadline was a big wake-up call for me, just actually putting in the work, working with a partner directly, and really contributing. I think during June when I was working, I had just started. I didn't know how to do a lot of things, so it was kind of hard to constantly work and contribute. I think I was doing a lot of the bitch work, and for the September 15th deadline, I really contributed a lot more to that, to what we had to deliver to our clients. And then from then we had like maybe 1 week of a lighter hours, and then we got right into the October 15th deadline, which, with a couple people quitting to move on to better things, they were a little frustrated with work too, and they've been there longer. They were a little more senior accountants at the firm, and the October 15th deadline, I was really thrown into working directly with a partner, contributing on a daily basis getting stuff done, having to rush to get stuff done, really put on my heels, on my toes, I guess, really to stay on my toes, to get work done timely, correct the first time, put my best effort in. And I think the difference between that and when I started in June was twofold, like just night and day, with how much I contributed in June, which wasn't much. It was a lot of, just data entry, not like I would say mindless tasks is a good way to describe it, just typing in stuff. And then October, I really had to think a lot about what I was doing, putting in a lot of extra effort, I think, not just, oh, the partner wants this edited like this specific way, but also, what else would he want? What else would he want to be put in here that would provide added value for the client? And I think I did a good job of that, and I got a lot more appreciation for it than in June when I didn't really feel appreciated for my work. Now, after the October 15th deadline, it's been, check my phone, what day is it? It's the 25th, so it's been 10 days, about one work week since the October 15th deadline. We did a lot of training. Knowledge Coach, which is a new accounting auditing software that we're using, is a lot of us don't really know how to use it, so we had to get further training, but we had to use it for those deadlines, so that's made it a little tricky. We had to kind of just learn on the fly, and now to get a little more training was nice. And then also Go Systems tax software, which none of us know how to use. So we all really got thrown into the fold to learn that. And getting training, actual training, is amazing. It just makes me feel like they want me to get better. And it seemed like in June, July, August, with the work I was doing, I didn't have any training. I didn't know what to do, and I wasn't able to be appreciated for any work I did because I didn't do a good job, because I didn't know what to do. I think actually giving me a meaningful task to do really makes me work harder, and I can add value to what the partners want and what the client needs. And then when I do a good job, or if I do a good job, get appreciated for it. I don't know, it's probably just rambling that whole time. And I'll be going to further training. It's actually new hire training, 5 months after I was hired, November 9th to 20th down in New Jersey, where the firm is headquartered, and then coming back for Thanksgiving and going back for November 29th to December 2nd to get new hire training on auditing software, the tax software, which we got a little bit of training right now, and I'm sure communicating with the client, understanding what the client wants, understanding what your superiors want, interacting within the workplace, and just being able to provide, I think, is really what I want, and I'm sure that's what my partners want as well. For me to provide for the firm and add value, and get some efficiency from me. I think earlier in the months, I didn't do a lot of good work. I didn't do a lot of work, but I think having something meaningful to do really ramps up my effort. Okay, so we went over, what I've been doing at work, what I'm going to be doing at work, and now I kind of want to go into personal things, personal life, I guess. I room with 3 guys that I've roomed with in college, went to college with, and, I love them. They're great. I love, Will I've lived with since freshman year. Scott basically lived with us sophomore year. He was down a floor and, was always in our room. Started living with us junior year, senior year. And then I've been living with Andrew since last year, also known as Pouty. You'll probably hear me refer to him as Pouty. and I lived with him last year, off campus during my grad year, his senior year, and now we all live together here in Cambridge. Amazing apartment. Mostly, it's basically a house, 3 floors, and we live on the second and third floor. 4 bedroom, 3 bath, hardwoods everywhere. It's really like too nice for people just coming out of college. But when it's really easy to just hop on the T and go downtown when we want to go out. Really easy to get to work too. But what we do, have a lot of friends from college that are nearby as well, and us having the nicer house, a little bigger house, we usually have a lot of people over. A couple weeks ago, we had a few people over to watch the Patriots game. I don't like the Patriots, but it's nice to see people. It was during busy season, so I hadn't seen anybody in a while because I'd been working and then sleeping and then working and sleeping. And we had people over. Will is an amazing cook. He made mac and cheese, like big containers, like this big, 2 containers like this big of mac and cheese. One was regular and one had chicken and sausage in it, and it was amazing. Then he also made chili, which is delicious, with corn in it, which I liked. I'm not a big fan of corn though. Buffalo chicken wing dip, which is what I requested, and it was amazing. I still love my aunt's buffalo chicken wing dip. It's amazing. And then he also made, bacon wrapped scallops, which I'm not a seafood guy at all, and I didn't try those. But we had a lot of people over, ate a ton of food, had a lot of leftovers, which was great for later in the week. That was that. Finished up busy season. Was able to go home last weekend, see my family for the first time since August. So it was great. Saw my puppy, Kobe. I'll show some pictures maybe. I don't know who's gonna be watching these YouTube videos, but yeah. And then Saturday, my parents went up north from where I live in Syracuse, New York. And so I just hung out with my brother, which was nice. Got a haircut, which is getting a little scraggly already. Dry as hell. Got a haircut, hung out with him, played some video games. That was about it. Just we got to watch some Syracuse football disappoint, because that's what they do. They disappoint you every week. They'll give you hope, and they will crush it every Saturday. But yeah, got to watch them. Got to watch some, baseball. I'm not a big baseball fan, not at all. You'll hear me say it, or I might say it a lot on here, but all my friends know I hate baseball. But I've been watching a lot of the playoffs. I like that, the teams that are in it aren't teams that are normally there. Mets versus Cubs. No one predicted that. Royals have been doing well, but 3-4 years ago, you wouldn't have said the Royals were going to be in 2 straight World Series. And then the Blue Jays, which I'm a big Mike Stud fan. He's a rapper, went to Duke, and he went to Duke with Marcus Stroman. And so I'm kind of a Marcus Stroman fan, I don't know why, just them. So I like the Blue Jays a little bit. Disappointed they lost to the Royals. The Mets are playing ridiculous. Daniel Murphy is a ridiculous player, and I know I'm not a baseball fan, but sports in general, I just love sports. I just love when teams that aren't good just suddenly get hot and can go on a run and win a championship. And seeing great athletic plays too is amazing. So I watched a lot of baseball recently, and then watched some football with my family on last Sunday, and then drove home. 4.5, 5 hour drive back to Boston. I'm used to it by now. I've done it like 50 times. Fucking phone. I've done it like 50 times, and there's traffic. There's not traffic. Got a lot of speeding tickets. Haven't gotten one since last August, like 2014. So doing well. Not getting speeding tickets. And now I'm home. did training this week for work. Was able to, come home, relax, play some video games, get some errands done, hang out with friends some days. Yesterday we were, me and my friend Kevin, Trench, as I'll probably refer to him most of the time. He went to college with us, graduated a year before us. We wanted to go golfing, and we played ultimate frisbee at Bentley for 5 years together, and Bentley was also they're playing in a tournament up in Maine. So we decided to go play golf in Maine, get a real early tee time, like wake up earlier than even I do for work, drive up there, play golf, and then go watch Bentley play frisbee. So Saturday morning, wake up, drive to Maine, made it to a gas station with 1 mile to empty, because that's how I roll. With a digital speedometer, digital like gas tank, I see I got 50 miles to empty. All right, when's the next service station? And then I try and get it to the very last minute, which was bad. I shouldn't have done that. But we made it like 5 minutes before tee time, which you shouldn't do. You should get there like 30 minutes before. But we were lucky that there was a frost delay. It's fall in Maine. It's cold. It was cold. It was like 35 degrees. Got up to 45 later on. But we had a great time. It was a great course. I haven't played a lot of golf. I used to play a ton my sophomore year. Between freshman and sophomore year summer, when I was home, we got a country club membership, so I played golf like 5 days a week. Got real good. Not good anymore, but I just liked playing golf. It's very relaxing. Not competitive, although I am very competitive, mostly with myself when I play. But I played well. I was throwing some darts at the pin on some of the holes. My irons, I've always been consistent. It's the drives that I struggle with, and the putting. Good at mini golf, not good on a green. I don't know why. But played golf, went to Five Guys, got some lunch, and then we went to the fields, which were only like 10 minutes away. And we watched them play. They beat Connecticut College in a game. I think it was 13-11. It's a little tighter than it needed to be, but we're a young team. And then they played Brandeis, who is our rivals. Bentley, Brandeis, they're 2 minutes away from each other in Waltham, and we're rivals, but we really like each other. We really have like a sense of camaraderie outside of playing the games, and I know a lot of the guys from playing with them, and that was an amazing game. It was great to see such a young team that we are, not we as in Bentley, not me on the team, be resilient and come out strong. They came out, it was 2-2, defense gets a break. Our second D line, very young guys, very inexperienced guys, go out and get another break. It was ridiculous, and then we kept that lead for a while. Going into half, we were up 7-5, and then came out of half, scored on 0, and just kept the lead. Brandeis did get one break back, but just to see us play amazing against Brandeis, who came in second in nationals last year, and we didn't even make it to nationals. Have all these young guys step up, a lot of guys improving, a lot of freshmen making plays. Joe is amazing. Christian, love those guys. I miss it. I miss playing frisbee. And I've been trying to show up to a lot of practices, really share my experiences with the freshmen, even with the sophomores who I played last year with, but they didn't reach nationals. That was the first year that we didn't make nationals in like 5-6 years. So really to have an alumni come and share their experience with them, I think that's good for them, just to tell them, you want this, you want to go to nationals, because it is the most amazing thing to go and play high level ultimate. And it's not NCAA sanctioned, but it's important. I'm a competitive person, so I think whatever you're playing at an even level with other D3 frisbee schools, you're playing at that level. If you do well, you should feel like you did well. You don't have people outside of frisbee being like, oh, you played D3 frisbee. Like, whatever. But, at this level, we are a good program. And, I want the freshmen coming up, the sophomores, to know and feel what it's like to play for a good program. And I know they do, but for them to create their own success, I think is what I want. I want them to do that. Because we did it my senior class. We were together for 4 long years, and we got it done. Oh, weird. And we got it done, and we won a national championship in 2014, and it was amazing. I'll show, I guess, the tattoo that I got of a glue of our logo that me and Trench got earlier in August. That was one of the things I've been doing, getting a tattoo to remember the team and show how much I've put into this team and how much I want to keep giving. Alright, so that was my first vlog. A lot longer than I really expected it to be. Probably just because I wanted to recap like my whole summer from when I started working to when I really had a difficult time and wanted to start this vlog just to share my experiences with my family and my friends that I can't normally talk to every single day. They'll probably be shorter. The next couple ones they'll probably just recap maybe a week or so and be a little more exciting maybe. I don't know. This seemed really boring as I was watching it back and editing as much as I can. I think the more I do this, the better I'll get at editing. The more transitions I can do. I don't know, exciting videos, make it enjoyable for people watching that might not know me at all. So this is the first step. This is the beginning of something new. I'm not gonna say something great because that seems really cliche, but just something new for me, something I want to do with my life. So that's that. I'll see you guys later.